The Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Gators headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Give to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short.
Blue 22, blue 22.
Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Pulls it in at the 25. He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going with the ground game left. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Quick release on the RPO. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for room. It's Montgomery. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Pulls and fired complete. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Gators! Once he got some room, it was over. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a run.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Noles have their offense in high gear. It'll be a draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He'll try it again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set them up with a first down.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Makes it past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the left side. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Third and 6 yards to go. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Pryor. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3- to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. In the red area, it's Pryor. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one. And now we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the ground with the back. And he could not get loose on the run.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Got it looking for a 1st. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Rushes on him, throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Finds us back in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida State. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. An 84-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside. It's Pryor. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 3 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Wolverines. Able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. That That'll cap off the regular season with a mark of 7-5 and a shot at a bowl. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12.
They'll start the third quarter with the run. Got enough for the first. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And it'll be a touchback. The ball. On the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got his man in the middle. Racing down the left side. 10. He is in. Touchdown, Seminoles. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something to get out.
And the extra point is good. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. On the run, it's Pryor.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Might as well stick with him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
So now it's second and long. The run inside. It's Pryor. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Quick release by the QB. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
22. Go!
Wants to fire on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position. but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Jones wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on first down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield. But they stayed home, they had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the move, it's Pryor. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the Dome. Running inside, it's Montgomery. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
And we've talked about this before, guys, man. Like, right, you try to sneak those in, those runs on third down and long. When they don't work, everybody's mad. When they do work, everybody's jacked up. But this defense was ready. Nice job by this defense setting the tone. 3 good plays, forcing the punt by this offense.
Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, no! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and he was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. The 20. All the way. Touchdown Gators. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Lopez. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Find space on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense turning it on. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Pryor. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. You've got to make a stand right here on third down.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. He's got it again. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
Hey, man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? You try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down, continuing to possess the ball here in the 4th quarter with the lead.
Send out the punt unit. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. A low line drive and not his best. And he muffs it. It's loose.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. You got to take care of the football, big fella.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. And back to the air on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He goes right back to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.